According to God, it is time to reconsider certain matters. Refrain from identifying as a victim, as you are not one. My commitments to you remain valid regardless of your gender, ethnicity, or social status. Your privileges have not been forfeited. Important individuals do not disregard you. Who is the enemy? He is merely a fantasy. If you desire, you may reside in his domain. However, you must ultimately ascend to my presence and comprehend the responsibilities of a priest and monarch. Satan is not a principality in any meaningful sense. Without my permission, he appropriated the items I provided to Adam. Christ has restored what was lost in sin. Reclaim your authority and power using the government. Do not delay until you reach paradise. The order to succeed has been issued to you. I am challenging you today to assume a more significant role in my kingdom and to abandon any dysfunctional coping mechanisms. Therefore, you must alter your thought process. Today, God declares, I am your attorney, and the outcome will be favorable to you. The individual who is accusing you and the individuals who exploit your existence, they are driven back and destroyed. You are now the object of my affection and the focal point of my attention. I will strike anyone who approaches you with malice with the air that emanates from my nostrils. I sacrificed everything to deliver you to me. I will never tolerate it if someone mistreats or threatens you. I continue to employ the rod against those who are opposed to you. Individuals who intend to cause you harm or humiliate you will experience feelings of confusion and embarrassment. My emissary will pursue them and render their path perilous and uncertain. That individual will be entangled in the snare they have constructed to cause you harm, and I will pursue them. I am dependable in my ability to deliver. I am cognizant of the delay, and you have inquired, Lord, how long? Demonstrate a calm, persistent demeanor that is devoid of wrath and maintain a state of patience. Delay does not equate to denial, and waiting for an extended period does not equate to failure. Although it may appear that I am not responding, this is not the case. The wind is blowing my way. I am demonstrating how to rest on the threshing floor of my intentions. They will be akin to chaff that is immediately consumed by fire, resulting in ashes. I do not derive any delight from annihilating the evildoers. However, I have afforded them numerous opportunities to reconsider their stance, so I will not delay any longer. Observe as the Lord rescues you while keeping your feet still. Please dispatch the order and allow me to handle the remaining tasks. Allow your tongue to remain in your mouth. While you are at peace in the sacred place of my name, conceal your face in my clothing and allow me to execute my intentions. The Father informs you that upon your recovery from this experience, everything will be transformed, and you will be liberated. Today, God is instructing you to promptly implement the guidance of my Spirit. The speed at which you respond to me is indicative of the speed at which I will respond to you. You waste time and lose out on the opportunities that life has in store for you by refusing to change and lifting your hand. Consistently transmit favors. Ensure that you consistently offer compliments. What you cherish in your mind and heart will manifest in your life and establish the foundation for the subsequent events in your circumstances. Ensure the safety of your heart. Be cautious of your language. so that I may direct you with my vision to the core of my mission, cultivate an open-minded perspective. The Father maintains that loyalty is perpetually rewarded. Many of the individuals I have recommended for prominence have strayed due to their lack of character, and a multitude of them have been selected. It is important to remember that I have called you to be a character in Christ, rather than merely performing a role. You will not benefit from adhering to extreme religious beliefs. Even though you should be content, it is important to maintain a sense of tranquility and remain vigilant. The enemy is a cause for concern. However, I have provided you with weapons that are impervious to injury, enabling you to thwart any scheme he devises. By adhering to my instructions and cultivating a close relationship with me, you will be able to avoid stumbling or failing. Today, God instructs us that our commendation is a potent weapon against the adversary. Your prayer is that delivery occurs. Pay close attention to the assaults from the underworld that are approaching you and pray. Your heart should be joyful and sing, and your mouth should pray. This will foster a sense of unity within you, as the adversary of your spirit has been defeated and will never resurface. The entire earth will tremble as you serve me as a priest, as praise is appropriate for the good. Praise introduces the advantages of my rule into your life and rescues you from the depths of distress. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. Avoid exposing your vulnerabilities when engaging in a conflict or contending against another individual. Rather, concentrate on obtaining recognition. I will construct obstacles for the enemy while you commend me. He has devised a trap for you that your adversary will unwittingly stumble into. Satan's schemes and plots will ultimately fail, thereby eliminating him. I will divert the antagonist of your spirit, the individual who aims to impede your growth and success, from you. I have spoken and issued an order, and those who intend to cause you injury will be unable to execute their schemes. They will collapse and remain in that position due to their confusion. You are my selected ones. You were selected and observed from my residence, and I will promptly rescue you. Today, God informs you that He is introducing an individual into your life who serves a divine purpose. The Father instructs them to assume leadership. Assist them in reaching my location. Despite their hunger and dehydration, no one has had the courtesy to provide them with the living water that I am. I desire for you to nourish and fortify this individual in the same manner as I have provided for and fortified you, to enable them to comprehend the truth that is contained within my domain. Demonstrate that I am more than a mere lesson and surpass previous references. I have endowed you with unique abilities that you are expected to demonstrate. The Father commands, receive from me and distribute it to them. Acting on their behalf, you will fulfill this obligation and demonstrate compassion. This opportunity has been extended to others in the past, but they declined. They were too preoccupied with their affairs to provide me with assistance. The Father commands, release them so that I may replenish them. To comprehend my words, your mind must remain tranquil. Concentrate on my seat rather than the issues that are causing you distress in your personal life. I will guide you with my vision, enabling you to rectify the situation for both yourself and the individual who strayed. Every day is a responsibility imposed by God. In my universe, there are no days off. You consistently conduct yourself in a manner that is consistent with my intentions, seeking and obtaining the advantages, privileges, and obligations that are inherent in your relationship with me. The Father instructs you to embrace the assignment I have assigned you today. While adhering to my explicit directives, observe to perceive, listen to comprehend, and experience. Quickly and efficiently capitalize on your opportunity. Without a question, the reward will be substantial, and accomplishing the task will provide you with a great deal of joy today. According to God, the Lamb is visible to him when he observes you at this time. Your trespass is concealed, and your transgressions are pardoned. I am present to safeguard you, and I am your shield. Others scrutinize you closely, searching for information that I have concealed within my mind by delving into your past. Do not be concerned about them. I will converse with them at my own tempo and in my manner. Maintain your focus on me. To liberate yourself from the criticism and accusations of others, embrace the essence of my compassion. They are capable of recognizing that you have committed an error due to their actions. You have acknowledged that you committed an error. Consequently, you are now liberated. You are aware that you have committed an error. Therefore, it is time to relinquish the past. It is not humbling for me to recall items that I have overlooked. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. I will be present with you during a period of your life and will surround you with the sounds of liberation. I will guide you in the correct direction and provide you with information. I will direct my gaze toward you and guide you out of that precarious situation. For an extended period, you have endured an existence marked by sorrow and adversity. Empty Zion is imminent. You should be the one to celebrate. The signet ring is currently on your hand, and the robe of righteousness is draped around your neck. Events from the past should be left in the past and should not be revisited. Distribute gifts, extend forgiveness, and liberate individuals. Proceed. I have complete control over what you are unable to alter and what cannot be altered. Numerous adverse events occur to individuals who are considered undesirable. However, this will not be the case for you. Compassion is all around you. After you, blessings will follow. I am pleased that I have enabled you to appear before me and have rendered you deserving of all the blessings of Christ. God guarantees that placing your faith in Him will never result in disappointment. My dedication is not contingent upon my ability to satisfy spiritual prerequisites for my subsequent actions. I assure you that my affection will endure indefinitely. In my very being, you are in a decent and proper standing. A breakthrough can be achieved without the necessity of acting, comprehending a concept, or adhering to a complex set of faith-based regulations. I am present. I reside in your heart with the assistance of the Holy Spirit and faith. It is impossible to acquire or accomplish anything. This perspective is derived from a faith that has perished. Point your emotions in my direction. Please be assured that I will always be there to provide you with the support you need. Please comprehend that I am guiding you to success solely for the benefit of my name. Life is depicted on that level of actuality. The truth of my love and the saving power of my right hand are enabling you to break free from resistance and the grips of the adversary. The Father commands, "Rejoice and be glad." I have observed your distress and am taking the necessary measures to assist. I have not become estranged from you during your difficult periods. Death and solitude are relegated to the background. The fear of noon is abruptly rendered irrelevant. There is no longer any validity to the horrific attacks that were intended to cause you harm. Lies and defamation are engulfed in the flames of my truth, and you will emerge unscathed and victorious over all the forces of the adversary. Be lifted and find solace in all things, declares the Father. It is now possible to hear those who tell falsehoods. I am confident that the enemy's actions against you will be sufficient, and peace will prevail from this point forward. God declares, you will now be at peace, and your sleep will be tranquil, for there are more individuals who are in your corner than who are against you. Today, the Father declares, I am your reassurance and your fortitude. The pressure you are currently experiencing will not persist indefinitely. You will emerge with an invigorating surge of energy and divine strength that will astound your adversaries and those who doubt your ability to manage the situation. You have been selected to receive my favor, therefore, you are advised to compose your winning speech. Even though the adversary orchestrated your funeral, he will be interred in the grave he constructed for you. Embrace my joy as your source of strength and relinquish your sorrow and sadness. My realm is brimming with justice, peace, and an indescribable pleasure, and it demonstrates my greatness in a manner that caters to all of your requirements. Proceed to dance in anticipation. Decorate the area with streamers and flowers, and don your party attire. Please place your confidence in me and express your gratitude for the actions I am about to take. There is no cause for concern. Sleeping poorly does not necessarily indicate that everything is going well in your life at the moment. If you had been able to anticipate the conclusion from the outset, you would have been able to exhale and be liberated from the tension and anxiety that accompanied those issues. They will not transpire. The adversary is merely fabricating the threats and issues that are imminent. Demonstrates gratitude. Experience joy. I am aware of the challenges you are currently facing, and upon your recovery, you will be akin to a refined piece of gold. Today, God declares, my voice echoes like the sound of many seas. A torrent of my promises is inundating your life, eroding the enemy's influence, and nourishing your spirit with evidence of my fortitude. I assure you that my word will be upheld, just as my lightning strikes will devastate the adversary and rupture every bond in your life. I have heard your plea, therefore, I accept the flow of my power and the manifestation of my majesty. The adversary wishes to convince you that your petitions are not acknowledged. However, this is inaccurate. Before you could speak, celestial products were en route to you, containing all the necessary items. Green fields and tranquil streams are gradually replacing the barren wilderness through which you are traversing. My vulnerability and lack of courage are dissipating, and my resilience and grace to endure and prevail are emerging. Awaken from the lethargy of sorrow. You will not be disappointed if you approach the day with faith, anticipating the best and achieving it through your faith. I am guiding you toward a state of completeness, health, and safety for yourself. You are entitled to restoration. Provision from the supernatural is currently underway. I have provided you with all the necessities for life and faith. Therefore, embrace them with enthusiasm and joy. This is the moment to love you, as God instructs us. I am not neglecting you or remaining mute as you pray. You have sincerely pursued my presence, and you will observe my influence in your plans and actions to fulfill my desires. Some individuals may believe that I have abandoned you. However, this is inaccurate. I am as near as your breath, your hands, and your feet. You will locate me by chopping a piece of timber. I am present at the event where you throw a stone. I will reside in your spirit. In terms of my Holy Ghost's presence within you, your human spirit is comparable to the Ark of the Covenant. Individuals who were causing disturbances have been removed from your property. Individuals who profess to advocate for peace while harboring internal conflicts are now discouraged by how I exhale. I will punish them for their actions and treat them with compassion and tenderness. Hey, seek refuge in the lofty tower of my name. I have concealed you in the crevice of the rock, away from the conflict of tongues. Please be advised that I am your source of influence. It is not advisable to plan for failure. However, it is advantageous to plan for success and victory. Those who are in disagreement, haters of yours, they are comparable to extremely minuscule particles. They are not significant. Allow your heart to always trust me, as the blessing of my spirit is evident on your countenance today. Your gift has been relocated from the area of abundance to the area of your greatest need. I am the source of your fortitude and salvation. Receive strength from my strength and comfort from my grace, and do not fret or inquire about the future, for I am with you and will never abandon you, declares the Father. There is no cause for alarm, as God declares, I am your light and your deliverance. Afraid of whom? Your life is born of my fortitude. The enemy is rapidly approaching to assassinate you. However, I rendered the serpent helpless on the cross 2,000 years ago. Just as Paul did, I granted you the ability to grasp the serpent and toss it into the flames, even though it is capable of moving and hissing. Do not be intimidated by the threats that your adversary issues. Have confidence when you observe your adversary standing nude in front of you without experiencing any remorse. Even though you are outnumbered, it is important to remember that the majority is represented by the single individual who is firmly in front of me. I will emulate the enemy's actions when they exert the most effort. Do not exit the secure area or activate the panic button, as I am responsible for your safety. Despite the overpowering gravity of the negative events that befall you, you will remain resolute. I am aware of your objectives and plans. That you will not experience any dissatisfaction. They have expressed their belief that you are incapable of accomplishing it. They are vigilantly monitoring your every action and anticipating your error. However, consider this: they are likely to be extremely disappointed. I am merely expressing my love and support for you through each prediction of your demise, which will undoubtedly contribute to your success and greatness, despite their denial. I agree with you. There is no need for concern. Be cautious as you navigate your day, for the dawn of my favor is imminent. It will guide you out of the obscurity and provide you with a clear path. Today, God declares that the purity of His dominion is safeguarded by your sincere conduct in the presence of His throne. Nevertheless, your esteemed advocate is prepared to intervene and ensure your liberation, even though the enemy has leveled accusations and disseminated misinformation. I am the deity who prevents you from descending into the depths of anguish. I have observed that the sole thing on earth that I wish to utilize to demonstrate my greatness is the faith in your heart. Do not pursue the tempest of hell that will never strike you. My compassion desires that you enhance, broaden, and advance. My benediction on your life is not contingent upon your perfection or the satisfaction of those who will not praise you until it aligns with their perceptions. The arrogant speakers have been defeated and ejected. The whisperer's words are muffled, the group of evil people is quelled, and their falsehoods are stifled and held back for your sake. You should not allow fear and anxiety to dominate your thoughts. I can detect the admiration in your voice and the respect in your spirit, so it is important to refrain from concentrating on the actions or words of those who criticize you. My angels are present in every aspect of your existence to safeguard and fortify it. Your eyes will behold my unwavering loyalty and profound affection, which will serve as a source of encouragement and alter your perspective until all that I have instilled in your heart is fully realized and established. Today, God instructs you to ensure that your thoughts and emotions are consistent with His presence in your life. Tell your heart to continue believing in the things I have created when you are uncertain, as I will never cause you to experience disappointment, delay, or humiliation. Humans have concocted the notion of a deity who neglects and delays matters. However, I never defer or disregard your needs. You will be rescued today. When it pertains to you, I exclusively operate within the present instant. Retain your present in me and transform it into reality. It does not function as you perceive it to, and I will not adhere to the constraints of your limited intelligence. I am not causing you any perplexity, therefore, I implore your mind to remain calm and your heart to trust in God. Instruct the faith-filled sight within you to locate objects. Your spiritual senses must be opened, and your spiritual ears must perceive what God is communicating. Your adversary is attempting to prevent you from hearing and to blind you by distracting you with religious nonsense that is unrelated to my task. According to God, this is the era of triumph and dominance over the adversary. The individuals who are unkind and those who disagree with my assessment of you are on the brink of death. Empty spaces are assigned to them because their perspectives and ideas do not align with my aspirations for your future. Please bear in mind the kindness I exhibit during the day and the compassion I exhibit at night. Remember that I am a just God who delights in those who choose the correct path and commit to living a life of submission to me. This should be the focus of your thoughts. God declares, I will instruct you and assist you in establishing a foundation on the path that leads to the fulfillment of your most profound aspirations and the realization of your most ambitious aspirations. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.